Hey everybody, it's Melody. Again, I am bringing you the finished steampunk journal I made for Lori Louise. I was commissioned by her. It's a 5x7 inside. I did cut the cover a little bit bigger to give it a little bit more room because I use a wrap binding. I prefer it than sewing because I can add in and take out stuff and stuff can move around. And I added a little bit of lace, a little medallion to the side, and then here is the back. And this paper, this part is like a felted, kind of like a velvet feel to it. And so here is the inside cover, and this is just a piece of cardboard I got in a pack of different papers at, I believe, Tuesday morning, and it was printed with that. And then I just added this piece of lace to it. And we have coffee stained graph paper with this gray paper lace and washi tape. And then the back of this graph paper is actually pretty cool. It's just lined notebook paper. And then I just have a piece of scrapbook paper. And then inside we have these cool little fold outs, so it folds out. And we have some gears, and these two fold out as well. And inside this has a little pop-up. And so it pops up, and you can write little thoughts on here and tear them off like you used to bulletin boards where people would leave their number for whatever, and you could just take that. And then this is just a little pocket, and I put some gears on it, and this was in a bag of tags that I got, and I just added little pearls to it. And then this is part of a scrapbook paper booklet, I guess, that had under the sea stuff. So I just like distress inked it front and back, and I did a lot of this. I sprayed water on a lot of the inks to make this cool water spots because it is a ocean steampunk junk journal. Heavier on the steampunk part. And then, so here's the back side of it. I just kind of left this blank so she has some good stuff to look at. She requested nothing like 3D or anything too obtrusive or large. And then, so this is all just coffee stained paper. This page is kind of cool. You can see when I dried it, I stacked them all, and I had these paper doilies with it. So a few of them got a cool shape like that. And then this is scrapbook paper and a coffee stained doily. And I just folded it over in half. So I taped this edge and this edge, and it makes a nice little pocket. And I have these cute little linen paper cards. If you could see, it kind of just looks like fabric. And they were pre-cut this size. I got them at Tuesday morning, and it came in like a neutral pack, and I also got a color pack of the larger ones, which I did use a couple of the green ones in here. I'll show you later. And then the gray paper lace, which is throughout the whole entire book, as you can see. And so then here's the other half of the doily, and this I also taped here and here. And then just a cute little tag. I added some lace too, so it's easier to pull out. And I distress inked in here and sprayed the water also. And I found that I really enjoyed blending the, I used a corduroy color. The Tim Holtz, it's a corduroy. And then I also had the regular distress ink of, I think it's the velvet, Victorian velvet or something like that, like a softer color. And then I also used the oxide of tattered rose, and then like a darker one. I can't remember the name right now. And then we have paper bags. Lori Louise loves crinkly stuff, so I made sure I had lots of crinklies. And then here's a pocket I made with scrapbook paper. Oh, we got a visitor. This is Bella. She's coming to see what's going on. Hi, Bella. So this is just scrapbook paper that I folded in half, and it's in the middle of the binding, so it does hide the string a little bit. And then after I folded it in half, I cut down, folded these over, and then just added some embellishments to kind of highlight it. And it has the gray lace, and then here's this little card that goes in here. So here's a larger piece of the colored linen paper like I showed you before. And this is washi tape, and then a cutout of scrapbook paper also that was like a rust looking thing. And on the back side, I use, this is a newer Tim Holtz die cut that I found. And I just put these tags in there, and I stamped some lines on them all so that they would be easier to write on. And then we got more of the lace. So every page, at least one half of the folded page has this gray lace or something similar. And so then here's the other half of my doily page. So again, I taped it here and here. I have these cute little postcards I found out Tuesday morning. I believe they were like a 7 Gypsies pack of those. It's who made those. And I like them because they're already like a cream color. And then same other side of that paper, a couple little cards, and the edges were taped down. And then so here's my lace. I added some washi tape and a flower, and there's a little gear inside the flower. And then we just have some more of the paper. I tried adding a little bit of visual elements to a lot of it. So this page is a different lace die cut that I had, and I just put it opposite of that. And then here is the same lace die cut that I used for the edging. I just switched it, flipped it over, and this is on a dictionary, a French to English dictionary my sister used in high school. That, yes, I still have, and that was, sheesh, a while ago, I guess, at least 15 years ago. I don't know. I don't want to do the math on that. And then these are cute little paper clips that I made. So this is washi tape, and then I got the Tim Holtz gear dies, and I just had used a couple of those, and then just clipped a couple of these pieces of already pre-cut linen paper. So then on this side, I have this just brown paper. I cut out these tickets from like the trimmings of all the pages that I made. So this is brown paper bag that I put distress ink on, and I sprayed it so it has the cool little water spots. And then this is another tissue paper. I did the back side of it only, and these kind of flip up. And then this was a new stamp that I had got, and these are the lines I used for the tags I just showed you a little bit ago. And then we got some more crinkly papers, and then this is just a little pocket. This is parchment paper with the washi tape and the paper lace, and I just taped up both the sides. So since it's folded, this one you can see the string on the inside, so it, you know, it hides it. And since that string is there, you don't have to do anything with that side of it. It just holds it in for you. And this was a strip of coral paper that I distress inked, and more of the trimmings. I did my original journal. Lori Louise saw that she liked some of the elements was this kind of pleated lace that I had used. So I kind of modified it to fit more of the steampunk kind of look for her. And then this is just a folder pocket and another piece of scrapbook paper, like from a pack, and this was a cutout for it, and it has like the little coral in it, and it goes with the one I showed you previously. And these were distress inked also, with water sprayed on it. And then these are just gears out of cardstock that I distress inked and sprayed. And then this is actually the trimming of the strips for the gray lace. And I thought it made a cool, like, steampunk looking esque thing. And then here's the back side of this one. So another paper clip. I guess you can't see that. So another paper clip and this dictionary lace. And I have my graph paper. This one's actually kind of like spotted looking. I just dried everything together when I did it. So this is coffee stained, and I find that it made a darker, richer look to it than the tea did. Especially this page, you can see. And then this would be where I had another piece of paper, and then it looks like I had a doily here. So it made cool little designs. And then some parchment paper for crinkles. And then here I used the doily again. This is just a smaller part of it. And I just put a tiny bit of tape here and here, just in the open part, and it holds it enough that I can slip a card in here. And I put it sideways. I really liked this paper. It was from like a paper pack, and I thought it was just really like architectural, which to me fit the steampunk idea because they do a lot of blueprints, so it kind of followed that. So then here's the other half of the doily, and this is why the other side is so short, is because I wanted to have a large pocket on that side. So then here's another little postcard that goes in there, and I did tape this side and this side. If you wanted, you could just tape the bottom because the string will go in the middle and hold it in. I just wanted it to be a little bit more secure. And then here is some of that key tissue paper, and I made a pocket with a little insert card. So here's more of the dictionary lace. This is a ticket, and then just a flower with a gear in it. And on this pocket, I did use a little bit of washi tape with the lace, and this is actually a piece of lace cut out of black scrapbook paper. So I did add a couple other things than the gray just for a little bit of depth to it. And the purple the purple washi tape went nicely with that. So then here's the other side of my doily, and another cut out from that scrapbook kit. So it already was gold foiled, and I just covered it with the distress ink. And I don't know if you could see, all of them are edged in like a copper that was like a cat eye dye like ink thing. And then here's the other half of this architectural paper. This guy's pretty cool looking, and I just have the same little pocket tuck in there. And then we have more paper and gray lace, more crinkly stuff. And I left a lot of room open for her to write per her request. She didn't want it over detailed. And then here's some more scrapbook paper. And this one, I added a little tuck. So it's just, this is cut to size. And there's an overlay here, here, and here. Let me get that actually. Okay, so it's cut this size. And you would leave like 1/4 of an inch here, here, and here. And they fold over. And then I just taped that part, and it makes a perfect little thing. And then these are some more of the gears I cut out. And then this is part of the dictionary paper where I had cut the lace. So it's like the leftovers in between. So I used one of the postcards again, and another cut out from the scrapbook paper. And it's things that anchor me. I thought that was pretty cute for the ocean theme. And then this is just a loose doily. I didn't make any pockets with it. And then just paper. And then this is actually octopus arms that were hand drawn on coral paper. So it was a coral print white paper. I distress inked it, drew the legs on there with a pencil. I filled in with marker and used a gold paint pen. And then I also did just a little bit of gold paint pen on the edge of the lace for a little extra detail. And then the back side, I distress inked it. And then this is showing how I kind of enjoyed blending the two, the brown and the mauve burgundy colors together. And this paper bag was coffee stained, so it has a great like look right there. So then here is more of the pleated lace, like in the gutter, more parchment. And you can see here, this is where this goes. And this is one of the reasons I like these, is you can slide them up and down if you have shorter pieces. And it's easy to add in or take out other pages later after it's all together. And then you can see here, this is the basic coral print on the paper. That's been used a couple times now. And then I have this cute little pocket. And these are all die cuts I had. So these are another part of the gears from Tim Holtz. It had this part and loose gears. And then this is like a nesting die and a cute little postage stamp. And then I have a whole bunch of these cute little library cards I found at a thrift store, and I sprayed them, and you can see the water marks on it. And these are also have the bronze color, metallic bronze around them. So just a cute little pocket. And get more lace, more lace. And then here's from the ocean theme pack that I had. So Lori Louise likes more of the deep sea creatures. She said no mermaids, no, anything like that. So I went with octopus and seahorses. And just a few. And this was originally like a blue color, so I just used my purple ink and blended it in for more of a purple color instead of the brighter blue. So it went with all the colors, and I distress inked the inside. Sprayed it so it's got the water spots, washi tape. And I just chose, I believe, 3 or 4 different washi tapes and used it throughout so it all goes together. And then on this side, so this is the rust paper. I used parts of the scraps for earlier, and I just made this pocket. So same thing, this was cut large and it has the bends in it. The only thing I did different with this is I put the paper doily over the top of it. And then I made these little carts to put in there. So another library card, and then this is just black paper, and I took a piece of my coffee stained paper and I added some gears to it. So now she's got some lines to write on. Since most of the book she doesn't have any lines, it will be free writing. And then here's another little pocket that I made. And I just folded this over, glued it down. I taped here and here. I added the gray lace and then the extra part from the lace, put that together. And we just have some more pages she can write in. The rest of our seahorses. And then this is the back of the inside of the cover, so same as the front, the pre-printed cardboard and the lace. And that's it. And then I left all these edges just cardboard how they were cut. That way it was a little bit more steampunk themed to me. I feel like at that time they didn't have stuff completely like finished out, or that's not what they were concerned with. It was more what they were making. So here is the Steampunk journal. And, oh, a cute baby. Say hi, Bella. So here's Steampunk journal. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, please share them. And I hope you all have a great day.